In 2023, this app was used by 150 million Americans. They weren't just successful, they were cultural icons. The White House used it. Every brand worshipped it. And then, the foundation cracked. This is the story of how TikTok in America went from being the future of social media to a cautionary tale in the tech Cold War. And it all started with one fatal misunderstanding, that algorithms are neutral and borders don't matter. The story begins in 2016 with Zhang Yiming. He was a visionary coder from China who noticed a gap in the global short-form video market. His solution was deceptively simple, an AI-powered For You feed that learned your brain. It shouldn't have worked in the crowded West, but within 24 months of launching globally, they achieved what most startups dream of, outpacing Instagram in teen engagement. This wasn't just growth. It was proof they'd found a crack in the universe of attention. 3 things made TikTok unstoppable. First, the democratized virality machine. Anyone, anywhere, could go viral without followers. Second, the creator economy advantage. It built 1 million micro-careers. Third, and most important, the hyper-personalized dopamine hook. They weren't just selling clips, they were selling validation, community, and identity. By 2021, they were adding 500,000 new US users per month. The hype became a self-fulfilling prophecy. At their peak in 2022, ByteDance, TikTok's parent, was valued at $300 billion. They commanded 30% of global social media time. Silicon Valley VCs called them the next Google. But here's what nobody saw coming. The very thing that made them successful, a borderless, data-hungry algorithm controlled from Beijing, was about to become their fatal flaw. Beneath the dance trends, a geopolitical clock was ticking. For every minute of entertainment they provided, they accumulated a minute of political risk. Their claim of US data sovereignty was actually perceived as an unverifiable promise. When a US senator finally asked, "Can the Chinese government access this data?" the CEO's response was illegally careful, "We haven't been asked, and we wouldn't provide it if asked." That moment of non-denial was the beginning of the end. Instead of a preemptive, radical structural change, they doubled down on lobbying and legal battles. They launched Project Texas, a $1.5 billion data siloing plan critics called a cosmetic fix. They spent millions on influencer campaigns to save TikTok. Meanwhile, Meta was quietly cloning its features into Reels, solving the exact short-form video problem TikTok had created. The political mood was shifting from suspicion to outright hostility, but TikTok was too busy celebrating its cultural dominance to notice the walls closing in. In 2024, the first domino fell. The Divest or Ban Act was signed into law. Then the CEO's last-ditch legal challenge failed. Then the Oracle Walmart US ownership deal was forced through. Overnight, the app was technically American-owned, but the soul was severed. Top creators fled to Instagram and YouTube. Advertisers pulled billions. Users realized the algorithm, the secret sauce, was now a compromised, politicized asset. What took 8 years to build in America unraveled in 8 months. Today, American TikTok exists as a shell of its former self, a regulated utility. The For You feed, neutered by compliance requirements, feels stale. The founder is out. The vibrant creator economy has migrated, and the brand is now a case study in business schools worldwide. But the real tragedy isn't the loss of an app, it's the splintering of the global internet. The dream of a truly worldwide town square is dead, replaced by digital nationalism. Lesson 1. In the 21st century, your biggest competitor may not be in your industry, but in a foreign ministry. Lesson 2. Data is not just an asset. It is a liability whose cost is determined by the highest bidder in a geopolitical auction. Lesson 3. The most important. Culture is the ultimate moat, until politics becomes the ultimate predator. TikTok didn't fail because of a bad product. They failed because they believed technology transcends sovereignty. In a world of new Cold Wars, it doesn't. In the end, American TikTok serves as a brutal reminder that in the digital age, there are no global platforms, only national ones with global reach. The market always corrects, geopolitics always wins, And the difference between a lasting empire and a forgotten footnote isn't just what you build, it's which flags you understand are flying over the server room.